Yes, people, and welcome back to another video on the Bridge YouTube channel where we bring you all things Chelsea. I'm your host with the most, the Rich258, here to give you the latest Chelsea transfer news. Here we go. So, let's start with today's transfer news, which is just breaking that Chelsea have made a fourth bid for CAICEDO. The bid was received yesterday. Brighton have outright rejected it. The bid was for 75 plus 5 million in add-ons. It's been reported by David Ornstein. That's what the actual bid was. It's also been reported by, it was initially reported by Fabrizio, so shout out to him. He's the one that got the scoop that he bidded the fourth time. And essentially, it's been rejected now, and that Brighton still want north of £100 million. So these guys really think that this guy's worth more than £100 million. That's what it's looking like to me. And it's looking like it's cooked right now. The situation is looking quite cooked to me. It's time to move on. You know, guys, you see my videos many a time beforehand. You know, I've spoken about this situation many a time beforehand as well. I've told people it's time to move on. Like, we're not going to get anywhere right now when it comes to CAICEDO. Like, the club clearly don't want to pay more than £100 million for him, or 100 million to be exact. They don't want to pay that value for him. Time to move on. Really as simple as that. This is why I'm making this short video, because it's like, to me, you know, we're hearing this bit, here we go, here we go, here we go, you know, we're trying to get this done, yada yada yada, etc etc. By the end of the day, CAICEDO is holding down other bids that we're trying to get done, whether it be a Kudus, whether it be a potentially an Olise, you know, whether it be other stories or other bids to come. So at the end of the day, man, we need to start making final decisions, and it seems that we have, because there's some breaking news that Chelsea are planning now to hijack essentially the Romeo LAVIA deal now. So, and listen, you know, we bid £50 million in so I think it was the summer, yeah, in the summer transfer window for Romeo LAVIA on the last day of the window, and I think we're going to basically have to do that again. We're going to have to bid £50 million again for him. So literally, if you're Chelsea Football Club, that's what you got to have to do, man. You got to do that, man. Otherwise, man, you know, you got Liverpool there who are trying to do like a 42 plus 3.5 million bid in add-ons. That's what the second bid is. But Southampton assisted on £50 million. So if Chelsea are serious and they want Lavia, hit the £50 million and let's see what the answer is. That's what you got to have to do, man. Simple as that, really. Simple as that. Because the midfield, you saw yesterday what happened in the midfield. Enzo isn't that as strong defensively. You know, we can't. This guy's not a 6. And like you saw what happened with Gordon. Gordon was able to just skip past them, bang, ball to Almiron, and when you have a guy like Cucurella who's got the R1 button on lock all the time, rushing out, yeah, for no reason, and then bang, he scores. So really, well and truly, we need that midfield. You know, you got like likes from Enzo as well saying you need to get Enzo in midfielder. Literally, I'm like Chelsea Dodgers, I think, Twitter account. So liking a tweet from him. So listen, we need a midfielder, and we need to get this done. Listen, either you spend 100. I said this before, you know, I had props for this actually. I don't know if I have the props right now, but essentially, just bear with me for 1 second. The situation right now at Chelsea is of 2 cards right now. You know, they have 2 cards right now, Chelsea Football Club. One of them is we spend 100 million right now. Oh, sorry, you can spend 100 million literally right now, yeah, on CAICEDO, because that's what Brighton want, and you get your player, but you also overpay, and you know that's something that you have to consider. The other thing that you have to consider, yeah, is you don't pay. You find the alternatives, whether it be a Lavia, whether it be the midfielder that's from Benfica, that's been rumoured that I was playing alongside Enzo. Zubamendi might be another one. And Manu Kone, whose injury doesn't seem to be as bad as it seems, yeah. And you go for those ones and you target those ones. And plus you have a better scouting department to do so anyway. So, really and truly, those are the 2 things that you're dealing with right now at Chelsea Football Club. And it's time to make decisions, man. Tick-tock, tick-tock. TikTok indeed, because you know, listen, 17 days until Liverpool kick off at Stamford Bridge at home. Sunday kick off as well. So we know it's time's ticking and it's time to move on. Simple as that. Let's continue onwards. So David Ornstein was on 5 UK, that's the Rio Ferdinand channel, and they asked him some stuff in regards to Chelsea Football Club. Some of the stuff they asked about was Kudus. So apparently Chelsea are well informed about Kudus. They've almost agreed personal terms with him. Fabrizio reported that we spoke to HIJACK and him 3 days ago, and it seems that we seem to be beginning to start negotiations with Kudus, or in some way, shape, form. And you know, we're going to be targeting him as attacking midfielder. We also apparently know that Chelsea have been speaking with on some level of shape or form with Olise, as we know, according to Fabrice Hawkins, in regards to personal terms. And what we also know from at least from David Ornstein is that Chelsea have a high amount of interest in Michael Olise. And to be honest, if Michael Olise is set to be coming and Mohamed Kudus, I think it might be time for Sterling to actually be moved on. I can't believe I'm saying this, but obviously his preseason performances have not helped him either. But it's looking like maybe I think the club are maybe planning to secretly move on Sterling. You've not yet heard it. You've heard it here first. I think towards the end of the summer window, I think Sterling might be on the move, maybe to a Saudi club. Trust me on that one, because there's like a sneaky sensation in my mind that the club are planning to move on Sterling. I don't know what it is, but considering the fact that both Kudus now and Olise are being targeted, and you've also had the chair killings beforehand, it's clear that they're trying to bring in at least two, attacking mids or slash hybrid wingers to come to the football club, in my opinion. So, again, it's a wait and see approach on that one, in my opinion. But yeah, it's very interesting indeed, in my opinion. Very interesting indeed. That's really one to watch, in my opinion. Really one to watch. If those two deals do happen, I would argue that Sterling's time at the football club might be well and truly over. So wants to watch if Kudus and Olise both get done. But again, as I said to you guys before, those are basically be hampered by the midfield issues, because they're trying to get that shit done. So please, 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 Chelsea Football Club, get this situation sorted out. Get it done, man. So honestly, I can't believe I'm repeating that. Like, that's the second time in the second part of my video. So it is really what it is. Guys, let's move on now to the final topic, which is the defense. So some of the stuff that I'm going to talk about defense is that Marquinhos is now available on the market. Apparently, according to he's angered the PSG hierarchy of some of the stuff that he said in the interview, and now they're willing to sell him. Now, with the rumours of the Chelsea Football Club looking to sell on Chalobah, Marquinhos is a bit versatile. He can play centre back. I'm pretty sure, if I'm not mistaken, he could also play. In a CDM position, if I'm not mistaken, right? Maybe I'm just doing a bit too much FIFA watching. Maybe it's just me. But I think he's got a secondary position that I'm pretty sure of, which might be like a CDM role. But at the end of the day, Marquinhos, very versatile in my opinion. Anyway, very good. He's got a lot of talent. Is a lot older. You probably would be able to get him for a good 40 million, 50 million pounds, similar to the value you'd probably get for Mark Gay, considering how long is left on his contract, I would assume. So, if you sell Chalobah, getting someone like a Marquinhos, a good player, very good stopgap too, knows how to play with Thiago Silva if necessary be, if a Bade shows injured, if Levi Cole was still, if Levi Cole suddenly becomes injured, so you could have a little two there of Silva and Marquinhos, a Brazilian World Cup team, centre back partnership. So listen, man, that's an interesting thing to consider. I wouldn't be too surprised if that happens. I think for me the question is, obviously Chelsea and PSG have like some form of sour relationship, considering of the Ziyech situation, and then obviously what happened with Ugarte. Would Chelsea be willing to go in to get him? That's the question you've got to consider, and I would hope so that Chelsea are able to move past that and try to get someone like a Marquinhos, because honestly Marquinhos is one of the top CBs and he would be a great fit for Chelsea. If we need a good stopgap RCB for the next 3 to 4 years, we can use him, and we can bring in another young lad, who's got a good amount of tire ceiling, good amount of talent that can also have the potential to become world class, and he can be trained by both. You can be trained by a Marquinhos. So hey guys, that's just a thought there. I think that's pretty much what I needed to talk about in terms of transfers, unless I'm thinking about anything else. Oh yes, the other thing I need to talk about is some of the quotes that came out of Poch's conference, and I want to speak up specifically about the goalkeeping stuff, which is in regards to Kepa Arrizabalaga. Poch is speaking quite rivetingly about him. Obviously, some might say he might be doing that for the cameras, and then obviously when it's behind the scenes, he's probably saying, we need to get me a good number one goalkeeper. But listen, man, you can't be doing it in public either, Poch. Like, you need to be straight, because this guy Kepa is not good enough, man. He's not good enough. You know what I'm saying? I'm not one of those ones to say he's a bum or stuff like that. Because I'm not that harsh. Honestly, I'm just thinking about it from a realistic standpoint. But he's just not good enough. He hasn't got the talent. He hasn't got the ability. It's just time to move on. He can't even do the pass ranges that you guys have wanted. In terms of saves, he's just not agile enough. He's not, even I don't usually talk about height, but it seems in his case like his height is like his biggest issue for some reason. So listen, man, Kepa, you need to move on from him. And Poch, bro, you're not helping yourself with these interviews, bro. You're not helping yourself in these interviews, by riveting about Kepa, because all you're doing is just making the ownership feel that maybe Kepa's good enough for you. So we need to move on from that swiftly, please. Alright, that is the video, guys. Again, please make sure to like, share and subscribe. Like and subscribe. I want to get to 330 subscribers today. 330, really got only 3 more subscribers. 330, and that's the video. And as always, stay blue.